Okay, welcome back, everyone. This is All About Chefs podcast. It's been a while since our last filming with Chef Master Lu from Okaeri and Tadaima restaurant in San Francisco. And I have today as always, special guest, Benjamin Brackenridge Block.
It's a tongue twister. I know. That's why I usually just go by Ben Block. You know what I mean?
Block,
But
yeah.
the whole one, it got a lot of on it.
Awesome. Yeah, so I call him Ben. I think a lot of people also call him Ben. He and I met back when I was doing business out of Alameda. We met there. I don't know if he's still doing business out of Alameda, but he now has a cheesecake and barbecue restaurant in Oakland, so which I would like to learn more about. Yeah, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, man. I'm super juiced to be here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Have you been to Los Altos before?
I don't think I ever have, because actually when I'm driving here, so I come out here to do some catering before and Palo Alto Networks.
Oh, nice.
And then I came out here, honestly, usually if I'm out here, I was buying cars because I don't know, for some reason they always have good deals on cars out here, in
South Bay.
Yeah, I don't know, some person's trying to get rid of their really nice luxury because I like Lexuses, you know what I mean? So if you
you like Lexus?
I love Lexuses. So basically,
nice. I love Lexus.
Oh, you already know. So you can get really good deals. I got an LS 430 out here.
Awesome.
Super good condition, barely used for $4,000.
So do you drive Lexus for work or for personal use?
For personal use, and work actually. I do use it for work too. I have a LS4 or RX 450H. Yeah. RX 450H.
Yeah.
I wish it was a little bigger. I had a Toyota Sequoia before, and that thing was really big. That was a big one.
Yeah, Lexus SUVs are actually not that super big, right? It's a little more on the compact side.
Yeah.
So if you look at Toyota RAV4, those are much bigger.
Oh,
Because
yeah?
I have Toyota RAV4 and the Lexus NX2.
Oh,
RX might be a little bit bigger, but yeah.
Well, because the Toyota RAV4 is the same car that I have, the RX. It's the same car. But yeah, if you have a leather Toyota RAV4, it's basically, I consider that the same thing as a Lexus RX 450H.
Yeah, but I think RAV4 has a lower, it's lower.
Oh.
So it gives more room to store stuff. Because I have both.
Yeah,
I have RAV4 and NX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love all of them, Toyota and Lexus, man.
Yeah, reliability.
Yeah, that's what you need. In the car and in the restaurant industry, man.
I know, right? It's a very important part of actual business.
Yeah.
Have a good, reliable car.
Man.
Especially for business like ours. You do catering, right?
Yeah, so actually my car that I use for the catering is it's a Chevy Astro.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a Chevy Astro. It's been a workhorse. It's been a really good car, actually. I got it with a little bit less than 100,000 miles, so it still had a lot of life in it. Hasn't really had too many problems. Just regular maintenance I've had to do on it.
Nice.
I wish I could get a Toyota van, but they don't really make commercial vans. You know what I mean?
No,
they
really.
don't.
How long have you had that car?
I've had that one for about 3 years.
3 years.
3 or 4 years.
Do you live in East Bay?
Yeah, I live in Oakland, actually.
Oh, cool.
I live near Lake Merritt.
Nice. So you live and you are from Oakland.
I'm from Alameda. But yeah,
from Alameda Island?
I'm from Alameda. Yeah, it's an island.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I live really close to where the kitchen was.
Really?
Yeah, the high school I went to is just right down the street from our old kitchen.
Yeah. What's the name of the kitchen again?
It's called
Prep Kitchen.
The prep station.
The prep
station. The wonky kitchen is what they used to call it.
Yeah.
Because I was there when the old owner was there. Yeah, basically I don't work there anymore though.
Yeah.
We moved all of our operation to the restaurant in Oakland.
Yeah. I left that facility a long time, maybe 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Yeah.
I left 6 months ago. So.
Okay. Around the time you opened the restaurant.
Yeah, actually we only opened 2 months ago. So, but we moved up. I'd already had the approval from the health, from the environmental health. So we moved all our stuff, and we were baking all our cheesecakes for the farmers markets there while we worked on the city of Oakland permit.
Nice. So, tell me, firstly, how you got into this concept of crazy block cheesecake. which I know from a little bit of my research, that's your grandma's recipe,
Yeah.
right? So it's really nice story to kind of learn more about.
Yeah, so well, man, it's like, where do I start the story? I can start when I was a kid, like eating the cheesecake, you know what I mean? Where my grandma would always make the cheesecake with the cherries on top, and I used to pick the cherries off because I didn't like the I just liked the cheesecake part. I would pick the cherries to the side.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing, but man, like that was one of my favorite desserts back then once I found out about cheesecake. So I've like always been into food a lot, like my whole life. But like the origins of Crazy Block Cheesecake. So basically, man, I started cooking out of my house in around 2020. I had been cooking at a lot of restaurants for the 5 years previous to that, and basically.
So you're saying you were employed back then?
Yeah. So I did not have like a regular job at the time. I was doing like a lot of side jobs and side hustles and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then one day I just kind of went crazy and I was like, yo, I'm about to just start selling barbecue out of my house. So I just started barbecuing, and basically we were selling very similar menu to what we have right now, which was barbecue, whole bunch of latkes and different sides, vegetables, collard greens, mashed potatoes, all different types of stuff. And cheesecake was on the dessert menu.
Okay.
So I was selling, I was also selling my grandma's recipe out of the house. And
so is it cheesecake a main part of your business or no?
It is.
It is.
Yeah. So basically, so after that, I was selling barbecue and latkes out of my house, but it was like so much work and it was crazy. And cheesecake was on the dessert menu. I
can only imagine.
So like I'm like making all this food, staying up all night, barbecuing and smoking. You got to keep feeding the smoker all night, every hour. I had like a really cheap small smoker, and then I would be up the next day trying to make deliveries out of my house. So then basically I decided, let me just focus on cheesecakes right now. Really, I moved to another place too. I moved out of the house I was living in into the Oakland Hills, and there's like fire regulations that you can't barbecue in the Oakland Hills. But I wanted to keep my business going.
And this is a house?
Yeah.
Like apartment?
Yeah, this is just like a straight house.
Oh,
yeah, like I was renting a room in a house. And then, so I kept on making cheesecakes and selling them out of my house. And I was doing other stuff like making clothes and selling clothes and stuff.
Really?
And then I was like, man, like, I didn't, like, that's not my true passion. This is 2020? This is 2020.
Okay.
And, so then basically I just focused on the cheesecakes and just kept at it and then just kept on slowly growing. I had my first pop-up in April of 2021. I went to a dance battle. All my first like 2 or 3 pop-ups were all at dance battles because I have a good friend of mine is in the dance community.
Oh, nice.
So I would go set up shop at the dance battle and just sell cheesecakes over there. And then probably a month after that, I actually moved into the kitchen in Alameda and I started renting space over there.
Since when?
I moved over there in June 2021.
So it's like a year before we got in.
Yep.
Because I remember that was the summer of 2022 for us.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
you remember how many tenants were there back then at the time?
Man, it was really packed when I first got there, like to the brim, because it was hard to even get time to go into the kitchen. And when I left, it was almost empty, and I was like one of the only people in the kitchen a lot of times.
I wonder why.
So the old owner, the previous owner before the current owner,
what's her name again?
His name was Jeff.
Yeah, and the current owner's name is the lady, right?
Yeah, that was his ex-wife.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so she took over. Margaret, right? Margaret took over. Yeah. But yeah, basically, like when I first moved into the kitchen, I was paying $300 a month, and like,
what?
Yeah, he was giving me 10 hours a month, but he was really jugging it. Like he was not like strict at all. Like he would basically like. So back then, actually, I started doing pop-ups. There was a Jamaican chef named Alrika, and Chef Alrika would throw the cleanest pop-ups ever every Friday and Sunday at the kitchen. So like she would have a live DJ or a live band come through to that patio, and it would be like busy. Like they had a bar actually that used to be at the kitchen, like a mobile bar, and they would set up shop. So like there would be like I would be right next to the bar, and then there's all this Jamaican food, and there'd be other pop-ups all there. So it was a lot of fun, and that's really how I started. We was doing Fridays and Sundays, and then I signed up for the farmers market. After that was the next step.
So how did you get into these like farmers market? How did you get the job there?
So actually, it's funny because like my mom has been encouraging me to do the farmers market for like 10, 15 years. She's been wanting me to like sell granola and whatever at the farmers market. And then like she really was the one pushing me to join the farmers markets a lot. Like, cause I'm like, man, I think it's gonna be hard to sell cheesecakes at the farmers market. You know what I mean? Like people are going there for produce, but like now people go there for all different types of things.
And this is the Alameda farmers market?
So when I first started, we started with 3 markets: Alameda, Fremont, and San Leandro farmers market.
Nice. So are you still doing that?
We're still actually, so we go to Fremont, San Leandro, and Dublin now, and it's so sad because I'm not going to the Alameda Farmers Market right now, and I really miss it. Yeah. Because basically Saturdays are really busy, like at the restaurant, and then we also go to the Almanac Brewery on Saturday, which is like really busy. And I used to do both. Like I would go in the morning to the farmer's market, and then I would go to the Almanac Brewery right when I leave the farmer's market. So I can just sell cheesecake all Saturday, like the busiest day of the week. But like since, you know what I mean, it's just a lot.
But that's a good business,
like
right?
A really long. You said what?
It's a good business, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like everything's already made, so I don't even need any extra employees. I can just like sell all the cheesecake right there at the spot.
Yeah, because when I first met you in 2022, maybe also 2023, right? That was kind of one of your main business, no?
What?
Like farmer's market?
Oh, for sure. No, that's all
making in bulk and then just deliver it?
Yeah, basically, like, I mean, so back then I used to do a lot of random events. Like I would go to breweries, dispensaries. I would go to any pop-up event. Like there was all these like smaller pop-up events I would go to. And I would really just try to get it out the word anywhere I could at any time. And we actually one of our first wholesale accounts was the Abaraya Japanese fried chicken too. Just like 2 months after.
Where is that?
So that's in downtown Oakland.
Sorry, what was the name of the restaurant?
Abaraya Japanese fried chicken.
Oh, okay.
So actually, like just a month or two after I had opened the business, I just randomly was going in there to get like a lot of sake because they have really good deals on sake and they have a really good selection. What? I was going to LA to visit my brother. This was like August 2021, and I just wanted to like have a full cooler of sake before I went there. You know,
you really like sake.
I really like sake.
You just told me earlier.
I really like sake. And then they have this unfiltered one called Perfect Snow or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a hit. It's like 21%.
They make it in Japan or here?
No, they're all Japanese.
Okay.
There's the Den Sake spot too. That spot's dope. They have really good sake too. But
nice, because I know there's 1 or 2 places in the Bay Area that make sake. Have you heard of it?
Like, Abaraya has a crazy selection of alcohol.
Really?
Like their sake selection is crazy.
Are you friends with the owner?
Yeah. Daiji is a really cool guy. Yeah.
Nice. So he's Japanese.
Yeah, he's Japanese. Yeah, he's from Japan. But so I was buying all this sake, and then they were just like asking, we were just talking. You know, I told him like, oh, I just started a cheesecake business. He's like, oh, you think you can make cheesecakes for us, like a yuzu cheesecake? I'm like, yeah, I could.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why you were doing it.
Yeah.
Because we were buying cheesecake time to time from you, right?
Yeah.
For our yacht events. Yeah, remember that, right?
Yeah. The matcha cheesecakes and the other cheesecakes too, for sure.
That's so funny.
I just remembered we should put the cheesecakes in the refrigerator.
Yeah. Do you want to? We can do it. Yeah. You want to? Should I put the cheesecake?
Oh yeah, we should put it in the refrigerator. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt. You're good. But it was a pretty long drive out here, and I don't have air conditioning, so.
Why don't we talk about it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bring it out. This is my grandma recipe right here. I brought the biggest one of the New York style. That's my grandma recipe. It's a 9-inch cake. And then this one, that's a ube cheesecake. Yeah, we got Meyer lemon, black sesame. That was a lemon blueberry.
I remember. I remember back then, right, when we were doing a lot of events, because we were super busy with like yacht events and home events. We're like, we don't have the desserts. Okay, let us call up Ben and can you make some matcha cheesecake and yuzu cheesecake for us, right?
Yeah. Y'all would be cramming. Y'all would be booming hella stuff in the morning.
Nice. Okay, so this is what?
That's vanilla.
Vanilla.
So that's banana vanilla bean.
This is vanilla bean.
We use a really good Madagascar vanilla bean. I got a really good line in Berkeley for vanilla.
And this
bean.
is?
That's black sesame. That one is really tasty. Like, I love black sesame. That was my mom's favorite flavor for a couple of years.
And this is?
That's Meyer lemon blueberry.
You have a lot of different kinds.
That's the ube right there. That's a purple
I love
yam.
ube.
Ube's a hit.
Yeah.
And then this last one, that's Meyer lemon.
Yeah.
So.
I like the package.
Actually, I just found an even better lid that's like more stackable, so I'm really juiced. Like, but
This?
I always like these packages. It's like a little bit different for cheesecake. It's not normal packaging for cheesecake.
World famous, locally made, the Crazy Block cheesecake. I like that. I
Yeah.
really like the branding.
Thank
Your
you.
logo.
My friend used to always just draw like pictures of like a cartoon chef back when I was doing the pop-ups out of my house. And then basically we just developed that logo. Like he really drew it for me and designed everything online. I just asked him to put the Looney Tunes background in the Dragon
Can you
Ball
do that
Z
for me
font.
too?
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? My friend is he's not going to do any logos, bruh.
I know. Why
Yeah,
not?
he actually has like a full-time job and he doesn't like,
Doesn't take side gigs anymore.
Yeah, I've tried to send
I
him
see.
people, but I don't think he's interested in doing
Got it. No
doing
problem.
work.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Ike's sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna talk about this because I wanted to ask you like what your vision is, because now you have a one permanent location, Cheesecake, right?
Yeah.
And like from the business standpoint, Cheesecake is, I feel like dessert is relatively easier to kind of maintain the quality, as opposed to
Yeah. I
like
mean,
doing-
basically, it depends on the ingredients. You know
Sure,
what I mean?
sure.
So you got to
It's never
really stay
easy.
seasonal. Because if you
Yeah.
go try to make different flavors out of the season, it's going to change the flavor. You got
Yeah.
to make adjustments on everything. Like, well, also prices. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because prices change on things throughout the year. But because we've been making the cheesecake for 4 or 5 years, it's a lot easier for me to manage the cheese. Even if, like, we even just came out with 2 new flavors last week. We're up to like over 170 flavors of cheesecake.
That's a lot. That's probably so you have 170 flavors
And
available.
that's like, I don't believe in just saying like a topping like that's a new flavor. Every
So,
flavor's in the
so
batter.
if I walk into your restaurant today, right? How many flavors do you have?
I can only fit about 14 flavors in the
I
display case. So if you do more than 12, actually people start getting
But
really
do you
overwhelmed.
sell all of them? Do
What
you
do you mean?
sell all of them? Like, are all of them really equally selling? Those
No,
different
I mean,
flavors?
New York style is the most popular. My grandma recipe, that's #1 bestseller. People go for what they know a lot. So like
I see.
cookies and cream, strawberry, lemon, mango, familiar flavors. People are going to go for more usually than the more crazier flavors like matcha blueberry.
Yeah.
But then those flavors that are crazier, they have a more cult following. Where once people like eat them, they're gonna really like them and they're gonna keep asking for that flavor.
How about the yuzu and the matcha flavors? How are they selling?
Yeah, so yuzu is actually it is one of the top sellers of all time, but we exclusively sell it to Abaraya Japanese fried chicken.
Okay.
So they get like 2 orders every like week, and man, so they've bought in like thousands and thousands of
Wow.
yuzu
So you don't
cheesecakes.
sell that at
We only bring it maybe once a year to the farmers markets, and we actually have a collab sticker that's both of our logos fused together, and then there's a
That's
Japanese character on my head of the logo, and then basically that. So I'll bring it once a year when we do World Cheesecake Tour Japan, and we bring all of the Japanese flavors.
wow. How about matcha?
Matcha is a good seller. So we actually just upgraded our matcha because I was getting like some green matcha from. I remember you had some really good matcha too that I got a couple times from you.
Yeah.
So I got my matcha now from the Matcha Factory. I don't know if you've heard of them, but it's a brand in Oakland. They're on Grand Avenue, like right around the corner from me.
They make it here.
No, it's grown in Japan. Yeah, and I guess it's organic matcha. And they grow it actually. They grow it with solar power. Yeah, they grow it with solar power. I think
Solar, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
In Japan.
in Japan.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they get it right from the growers too. So it's like good. It's really
Yeah, it's really growing industry.
Once you
matcha.
taste it, like, oh man, I heard that matcha sales are like matcha prices are going crazy
Well,
right now.
because some people are
too.
saying it can be like next coffee.
Wow.
Yeah, matcha is so popular because you see a lot of places open up just exclusively like selling matcha tea, matcha latte, matcha soft serve, matcha cheesecake.
You know, it's crazy that you asked how the matcha cheesecake is selling because now that I think about it, and I never thought about it until right now, the matcha is selling a lot better than it was 4 years ago. Because matcha's been on the menu for a long time. Like it was one of the first flavors I made.
telling you.
And back then, like now compared to now, it's like it'll fly off the shelves. We had matcha blueberry. We made a matcha white chocolate. Matcha white chocolate was super popular because people like that. Like some people they want it to be sweeter because matcha can be a little bitter, but I like just the straight. Sometimes it hits me harder than coffee. The matcha.
It does. It depends on the person. Yeah. For me, matcha. Yeah, I try not to drink after 5 p.m.
Oh man.
Otherwise, I will have trouble sleeping.
I've been abusing the coffee. I've been abusing the coffee a little bit, man. So I've had to step back a little bit from the coffee. 'Cause once I got the AirPod and you just press 2 buttons and make a huge
Oh, that's
amount
too
of,
easy.
It's too easy. So I'll bring the whole pot with me to the farmer's market.
So here's a business idea, right? Then someone can make this like pods for matcha, right?
Oh,
that'd be
keep
cool.
the matcha hot.
Yeah. That's like a good business idea, actually.
Because we started
Because
selling
I would buy it. I would personally buy it. You know?
That would be awesome.
Because you wake up and you just put it on.
Oh man.
How do you call that? Keurig or whatever, right?
Yeah.
The coffee machine.
I don't know. I'm not a Keurig, but I never liked the Keurig. But I do the pour over sometimes at the house. Just do the pour over coffee or.
Yeah.
I love tea. Like tea is better to drink it. I'll drink tea at nighttime, but coffee.
I drink
at
tea all the
nighttime
time
too. But I try not to drink it after like 8 p.m.
So the reason I asked you how many flavors do you carry is because it kind of tricky part of the business because you want to have a lot of flavors, but also that will be a burden on your food costs. Also, like from operational standpoint, if you want to keep so many different menus, it requires more people. It requires more, it just kind of distracts your focus. It needs more ingredients, right? So it's less efficient in cost. So because that's why we do like just 2 menus, omakase, so we know what we're making,
exactly
right?
what you need.
Yeah. So, what do you think about that?
Well, because how I really do it is I just go with the flow of the ingredients and like I'll take stuff on the menu and off the menu as it flows. If I need to, because we have so many other flavors.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes if we run out of something, I'll just let another flavor shine that I know we got or somewhere that I can get really quick and local. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So, like. Man, I really am attached to every flavor, and I really like every flavor. So some flavors, they only come once or twice a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like.
So how many flavors did you start with when you first?
Well, I started just New York style. The next flavor after that, I started making like random flavors. When I first started, I was making like Nutella cheesecake. I made a praline cheesecake before I made the Hennessy praline cheesecake.
Yeah.
Actually, some of the first flavors were matcha and lemon raspberry, black sesame. I had one that was called Oops Hella Berries. It's called Oops Hella Berries. It was like a Captain Crunch crust with berries and Captain Crunch. What I like to do is like if I'm going to use like a commercial ingredient, then I try to balance it out with some local ingredients. And I've kind of moved away from using any like pre-made ingredients or pre-made stuff as much as possible. Mm-hmm. Just so we can have more of our own unique flavor. You know what I mean? So
Nice.
I don't like to use like a Snickers cheesecake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that doesn't excite me to make.
So what's because I think I'm amateur when it comes to cheesecake. What is a New York cheesecake?
So New York cheesecake is basically, so there's actually technically 2 types of New York cheesecake. Okay. The one we make is the graham cracker crust cheesecake. Has graham cracker crust. It's a really rich batter. So traditional New York style cheesecake doesn't have any lemon juice, no lemon zest. Actually, we don't even use heavy cream. It's just cream cheese, eggs, sugar, vanilla. I know I feel like I'm giving away the secret recipe, but like, it's crazy because it actually makes a really rich batter.
Simple, right?
We use really high quality cream cheese. Mm-hmm. So it's like a really rich cheesecake. And then it has New York style topping.
So what is New York style topping?
So New York style topping is sour cream and sugar.
Sour cream and sugar. I see.
And some people get squeamish about sour cream, and some people love it and think it's God's gift to earth. You know what I mean?
Is that because someone in New York started? Is that why they call it?
Yeah, so the person who invented New York style cheesecake is called Arnold Rubin.
Okay.
Arnold Rubin. He's not the inventor of the Reuben sandwich, which was apparently a different Reuben from like Minnesota or Minneapolis or something like that. But Arnold Rubin, he invented the New York style cheesecake. It was based on a cheese pie, and yeah, he was basically like a Jewish immigrant dude. So it's a really popular Jewish deli food in New York City.
Interesting. Nice. Cheesecake.
Yeah, so we make like the graham crackers from scratch. So like it's funny because like every ingredient has its own story on how it got invented. Graham crackers were invented by Alexander Graham, and he's like a Puritan. Really? Yeah, so he's like a Puritan from the 1800s.
I didn't know that.
So he invented graham crackers. They didn't have any sugar in them back then. Like he invented them. So Puritans, they believe that you shouldn't really be getting a lot of joy from food or really from anything in life. Like you're supposed to maintain a really like relaxed lifestyle, not relaxed lifestyle, but like don't like indulge in pleasures, basically like that. So he kind of invented it as like a punishment sustenance food, like you will sustain yourself and it's really healthy. So graham flour is basically, it uses the whole wheat berry. It uses the germ, the husk, and the the brand of the wheat berry. So it's actually really high fiber and a lot more healthy.
Do you tell these things to your customers?
Oh yeah, man! If they'll let me talk, I'll keep talking all day about the cheesecake and anything else, any other ingredients we use. But yeah, it was really even hard just to source the graham flour because, like, man, like just developing the graham cracker recipe took me over a year.
Really?
Actually, to really like dial in that recipe. So it is my grandma's recipe, but the graham cracker recipe, like my grandma would just use like graham crackers. You know what I mean? Like you get at the store, and then. I always wanted to make my own graham crackers because I don't like supporting the big business and we have to keep using all this packaging and supporting their branding and their advertising. I want to make it from scratch.
So you're saying you started this in 2021, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of perfected your recipes over the course of maybe 3-4 years?
Yeah, it took, so basically by 2022, we were already making we started making our own graham crackers. Mm-hmm. And then like a week later, we started making our own I call them Blockios. It's like our version of Oreos, like a chocolate graham cracker, like a chocolate cookie. So that's what we do for the cookies.
I don't think I've ever had that before because I know I tasted a lot of yours.
I should have brought one of those. So yeah, but like cookies and cream and chocolate caramel, mint chocolate chip, those
this
three
is
flavors.
New York, right?
That's New York style. Yeah, so those three flavors,
cheesecake.
we make a different crust for them, and it's like we use like Ghirardelli cocoa powder and eggs and sugar and butter to make our own like chocolate cookie crust, basically.
Nice. Okay, so I want to ask you about social media that you're doing. Are you doing the social media?
Yeah.
You're really good. By the way. You're really good. Your personality.
I'm all right. No, thank you. I really
you're
appreciate
good.
that.
You're really good, and because you're very smooth, you know, because it's not a lot of people can pull that off. Because you kind of, you know, no offense to you, but you kind of talk a lot, but you in the same time you can keep people's attention because you're very smooth. You know, I think that's really like nice quality to have, you know, as a business owner, because not everyone has like charisma.
Yeah,
you know?
Thank you. I really appreciate that,
Yeah,
man. And
yeah.
I wasn't always as good at talking, you know what I mean? But like, it's just something I kept practicing at, really at farmers markets or any event. I'm just going to keep talking to every single person that walks by until I can sell more cheesecake.
Yeah, because I like that because your cheesecake brand is almost, you know, as, just, you know, it's you. It's your brand, like your personality. The logo is, you know, your face. So I can see like why people love your products. Yeah, so you're doing your own social media, and are you editing too?
Yeah, so actually, I've been doing all the videos for the last 4 years and editing them, and then just in the last 2 months, though, I did hire a videographer.
Okay.
Or in the last month, yeah, and he's done 2 videos for me, or like 2 or 3 videos for me so far, and he's done doing some crazy editing. Like it looks, it's next level for sure compared to how I edit it. I'm more crude.
Like floating in the air, just like your figure.
Oh no, I do those ones.
You did that one.
Yeah,
okay.
Those ones, that's just a green screen.
You're really
that one's
creative.
Easy to do.
Yeah, green screen.
Yeah, the green screen is a lot of fun. When I first found out about the green screen, I was like, man, I'm about to make so many green screen videos. But then, you know, sometimes it's hard to keep up with social media too. So we just do as much as we can when we can.
Nice, man. So what made you decide to move from, you know, Alameda, just commissary kitchen, to have your own location?
Man, so I've been dreaming about having a restaurant really like since I was a kid, man. Like back when I was like 12, 13, I wanted to have a restaurant called Bacon Ben's. And then like actually like
that's a good naming too.
You said what?
That's a good naming too.
It has a good ring to it, right?
Yeah.
When I was a kid though, like I even used to watch Food Network and Iron Chef all day when I was a kid.
So you're into it, huh?
Oh yeah, I was really big into cooking and food and all that stuff, even when I was a kid. But yeah, basically, when I first entered the food industry in 2015, I was like, I'm trying to open my own restaurant in 5 years. You know what I mean? And well, it took 10 years, but I'm super juiced to be here for sure, man. I'm super juiced.
So when you first started in 2020 or 2021, right? Did you already have, you know, were you locked in to open a restaurant around this time?
Yeah, I was
really?
I've been like trying to plan it since then.
Wow.
But I thought I was gonna make it a lot faster, to be honest. But yeah, things
was that
take
a COVID?
time.
Was it the COVID that delayed?
Nah, well, it's just like it was my first business I ever made. You know what I mean? Yeah. I had a lot of things that I needed to dial in. And
do you have a lot of employees?
I know right now I do.
Okay.
Right now I do.
How many?
I have like 10 employees.
Full time?
No. I have 3 full-time employees.
Okay.
3 full-time. Everybody.
What's your business hour?
My business hours are 12 till 8 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday, Actually, Sunday we close 1 hour early, but yeah, 12 to 8 p.m.
Wednesday through Sunday, right?
Wednesday through Sunday.
Got it. And you say cheesecake, barbecue.
Have you ever had latkes before?
Which one?
Latkes?
Like I saw it on your social media. I was like, what?
Yeah,
what
so
is that?
latkes is like our specialty. And I don't know that there's any other barbecue restaurants that sell latkes, especially year round, because it's actually a holiday food for Hanukkah. So latkes has its own whole history behind it too. So latkes were basically, it's a celebratory food of celebrating basically, it's called the miracle of the, it's basically the miracle of the oil. So
where's that?
So basically, the Jews were fighting the Maccabees like 2,000 years ago, and then they were being sieged by the Maccabees were fighting the Greeks. Excuse me, the Maccabees were fighting the Greeks, and basically there was a siege, and they only had 1 day of oil, but they made it last for 8 days.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a story about conserving things and trying to make things stretch, and like. So you celebrate it by eating really oily foods. So
that must be really oily.
Yeah, so basically you eat latkes and you eat souvenir, which is like a jelly donut on Hanukkah.
So is that a sweet?
So the jelly donuts are sweets, and it's funny because I've never been a jelly donut person, but like they're slowly growing on me.
And latkes
is shredded potatoes, grated onions, and eggs, and then matzah meal. And I don't know if you know what matzah is. So matzah, they're like these kind of it's unleavened bread that's like a cracker, and it's basically is another food that has a long history. Basically, when Moses crossed the Red Sea, they didn't have time to let the bread like ferment and rise, so they just baked the bread while they were running from the Egyptians, from the Pharaoh, and then this is like 2,000-3,000 years ago, 4,000 years ago, and then like you eat that type of like cracker for 1 week during Passover. So there's 8 days. You have to get all of the bread out of your house, all of the leavening out of your house. Technically, you're supposed to either use it all up by then, or you're supposed to sell it to a neighbor and then buy it back from your neighbor after Passover is over. And it's also like a spring cleaning event. So you're supposed to hide 3 breadcrumbs throughout your house and then clean them up. It's a long story, but basically, matzah is like a religious food that you eat, and the ground up crumbs is the breading we use for the latkes.
Gotcha. So, are you Jewish?
I'm Jewish, yeah.
You're Jewish, okay. So, do you consider, like, because I know I have quite a bit of a Jewish clients, and they have, sometimes they have strict dietary restrictions. So, is that part of your business to, like,
it's funny
make it kosher and stuff?
Basically, if you want to have a kosher business, that's a huge endeavor, and it's definitely not something you would do for money, and you got to be really motivated to do it. And it's not really my motivation to sell kosher food. Actually, like my cousins and my uncle and my auntie, they keep completely kosher. They don't they don't eat pork. They don't, eat shellfish.
Right.
They don't have milk and meat in the same meal.
Yeah, it's really tough.
There's a lot of rules to kosher. But like if you just eat vegetarian or you eat fish, you don't have to worry about anything.
But it's basically like a clean food, correct?
Yeah, so actually like the reason kosher laws were invented is really to keep the meat from spoiling. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons they made it. It was for health reasons. Like I think they didn't want to eat pigs back then because the pigs had a lot of diseases back then.
Yeah, because they eat
they eat anything stuff. And then like shellfish, they couldn't get shellfish in the desert in Israel. You know what I mean? Or where the Jews were at, the shellfish was not fresh. So I think that's why they outlawed shellfish. And then, yeah, basically like they slaughtered the animal really clean and really quickly and try to put it through as little pain as possible so that it'll preserve the meat longer. I mean, that's not why they say they do it, but I think that was a main motivation in creating kosher laws. Because actually meat does last for a lot longer if the animal is not like super stressed out when it dies. If it stresses out when it dies, before it dies, it will spoil faster. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. If the animal is stressed out when it dies, it spoils the meat.
Interesting. Huh.
Like kosher laws, they interest me so much. Like I always just completely pepper my uncle with questions every time he's in town, and I do like a lot of research on kosher laws and the reasons for them.
So do you do that when you prepare food for your family?
When my uncle pulls up, I'll go get some kosher brisket from. So there's a kosher food store just 3 doors down from us. We get our Passover meal from them, our matzah meal from them, because you can't get matzo meal at a restaurant store. And then when you get it online, it's like low grade quality. But they have the Passover grade matzo meal at Kosher Foods. Yeah, Oakland Kosher Foods. And it's a kosher restaurant like 3 doors down from us. So there's a lot of Jewish people.
Is your cheesecake kosher?
I mean, technically, yes, because there's no, like...
No shellfish.
There's, like... Yeah, like we use kosher dairy and...
Dairy's okay, yeah?
Yeah, so dairy's okay. You just have to, like, sometimes there just has to be care that it's not mixed with meat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it depends on the enzymes they use to make the cultures in the sour cream and in the cream cheese and stuff like that. So yeah, it is kosher, but I don't advertise any of my food as kosher.
Yeah.
And like, actually we use like halal chicken and halal lamb, but I don't advertise it because the beef is not halal and the turkey's not halal. And
yeah.
I do really respect kosher and halal, like food laws and stuff like that. But like that's not my personal beliefs. My personal beliefs is like if food is prepared with care and love, then it's gonna be tasty. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to eat all the food there is, from whether it's like shellfish or pork. But so actually, a customer came in the other day and she said, "You don't have any food that's trike." And I'm like, "What does that word mean?" And she said, "It's basically like really, really not kosher food, like pork and like basically like pork and shellfish on the menu." So actually, like, when I was cooking out of my house, we would have pulled pork and all this other things, and I just decided, really as a challenge, but really to keep my menu as tight as possible when we first opened, I didn't put any pork on the menu. And like, I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like maybe like having Jews and Muslim people, but like they really appreciate when there's no pork on the menu, and other people who just don't eat pork. And then the people who do eat pork, they don't really care that much that it's not on the menu. So like, personally, I love pork, pulled pork, baby back ribs, all
when
of
it's
that.
prepared right, it's really good.
Oh man, there's nothing tastier. It's the most flavorful meat, I would have to say. Like
the fat, the type of fat.
Shellfish, there's nothing better than crab. What?
Yeah.
Crab is hecka tasty. You won't tell me not to eat no crab. But yeah, so basically, like all our proteins are chicken, brisket, lamb, or chicken, beef, lamb, salmon. We do sell salmon now. I do have the vegetarian option, which is
you
jackfruit.
do?
Yeah, we sell jackfruit. So,
man, you have a lot of stuff on your plates. Like you have different menus, and because you have dessert. You have 14 different kind of desserts. You have different kind of sandwiches, and on top of that, you have vegetarian menu.
We have We have basically the fried foods menu, the barbecue menu. So latkes is the star of the fried foods. Of the barbecue, brisket is the star. But we do have like combo plates, like chiblam is chicken, brisket, and lamb. So we made up the word chiblam. 4-way combo, chiblamin, chicken, brisket, lamb, and salmon. And then so jackfruit, just the day before we opened, like, so whenever I would sell jackfruit or make jackfruit for my family or friends, or when I was practicing my recipes, I would use canned jackfruit because it's readily available.
Yeah.
You can get it perfectly unripe every time. It's easy to use. You just open it, boom. The day before we opened, I just decided to just buy gigantic jackfruit and just make it with fresh jackfruit. And it's a lot more work for sure. You got to chop up this jackfruit, remove all the seeds, do all this stuff. But it does.
And this is for cheesecake?
No, this is for barbecue.
Barbecue.
Jackfruit. So we use jackfruit. You know, like the gigantic fruits.
Right.
We chop them up and we mix them with like barbecue marinade and spices, and then we use that as the vegetarian option.
Really?
And
so you eat that like you would eat meat?
The texture is like just like pulled pork, or just like any pulled meat. Like the texture is perfect. I'm trying to me, the flavor is missing one thing, and it is going to sound so crazy.
Is this just your random invention, or it's like...
No. The jackfruit is a very popular meat alternative.
Really?
Yeah, jackfruit it's really, well, it's been like a lot more popular over the last like 5 years. It's been getting more popular. What I used to make was boom. It was black bean and mushroom, like a burger patty. I would mix up with some oats, and I would smoke it and cover it with barbecue sauce, which is also a really good one that I might bring back to the menu. But I have a lot of vegetarian family and friends, and I just know like if a couple goes out to eat, that's one is vegetarian and one is a meat eater, it's nice that they both have options.
Yeah. How big is the restaurant?
We have 34 seats.
34 seats, and what's the square footage?
Oh, square footage is 1,900 square feet, 1,920.
Yeah, it's just about this size, right? Probably.
Yeah. It's very similar size.
That's a good size, right? And 34 seats, okay. And then you have how many people in the kitchen working?
Usually at one time, anywhere from like 2 or like 3 people to sometimes like 8 people.
In the kitchen?
No. In the kitchen, we have we have 2 people.
2 people.
And then
In front of the house?
2 people prepping in the morning, and then when we're in service, we need basically 2 people in the front because one person's cutting meat and one cash register.
Yeah.
And then we need a fryer. So
that's about, give or take, maybe 8 people at a time? 6, 8? 6 people? How many people at a time working?
Well, in the morning, there's a lot of people because we have the prep cook, we have the cheesecake baker, we have one person in the front of house for the cash register, and we have another prep cook, a dishwasher, and then me. So yeah, about 5-6 people.
Are you in front of the house or normally in the back?
I mean, a lot of both, but like when we're in service, I'm in the front of the house because I'm trying to be there greeting every guest.
Sure.
Well, it's kind of nice because I can basically plate all the food and greet all the guests at the same time because it's set up like, you know, like there's a meat chopping station, and then it's kind of like similar to this, how you're preparing the food right in front of people.
You had the bar?
Yeah, so it's like we have like a granite countertop.
Yeah.
So there's a meat slicing station in the corner. Next to that, we have a steam table, and then next to that is the cashier, and then next to that is the cheesecake.
Did you build that?
Yeah.
Wow. How long did it take you to complete the renovation?
Man, it was crazy.
You were working on it a little bit, right?
So long.
Because I remember when you first told me you were opening a restaurant. Because I feel like that was a long time ago.
Dude,
actually.
it was. That was in 2023, at the end of 2023.
Yep.
And man, from that time, I went through so many different things building the restaurant, man, from flaky contractors to then just going through a crazy. Really, the health department ended up being the easy one. I thought it was the hard one when I was going through it, and then it ended up being the city that was hard to get through.
The city of Oakland?
City of Oakland, man. It was a lot.
I feel like Alameda is pretty good.
The county health was...
Yeah.
I thought it was hard, but it ended up being easy in retrospect compared to the city of Oakland.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a really long process, man. Like inspection after inspection, it's a different inspector every time. You got to fix this, and then you got to fix this.
Especially when you're building that from scratch.
Yeah, like it was a really old building that I didn't really understand when I first.
What was it before?
It was a place called Merritt Bakery.
But that was already a restaurant.
Yeah, it was a restaurant before. There was already a hood installed, and there was a walk-in refrigerator installed, and there was a lot of equipment, but most of it ended up being like unusable because it was really old.
So you had to change the structure.
So yeah, some things were built, some things were not, basically.
Yeah.
So
because for us, it varies because I didn't touch it.
Man, yeah, I had to do a lot of different things, like small things and big things and stuff. So
yeah.
There was like, so it's hard to even get into it because it was a really stressful period. You know what I mean? Like,
I bet.
Stressful and expensive.
That's why I don't want to build the restaurant.
All types of people backstabbing you and all types of people doing crazy stuff. Like it was crazy, man.
I don't know if I ever want to build the restaurant.
Dude, I don't think so, man. I don't think that's the way to ever do it. Like I thought it was a lot. I thought it was a lot more ready to go when I first got there. You know what I mean? And then there ended up being a lot of things I need, which the landlord actually helped us with a lot of different things too.
Did you have to pay the rent during that time?
I got a lot of free rent. I got like 1 year of free rent.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
But at the end, I did have to start paying rent. But luckily, like around the time we were paying rent was when we started being able to move in and pass the health permit and at least make the cheesecakes for the farmers market. So
yeah. So are you getting clients through what, social media, word of mouth?
Man, like a lot of everything. Honestly, like it's funny because it feels like every customer that comes in, I met them either somewhere out and about, or somebody at the farmer's market sent them in, or they heard about us from somebody in the neighborhood who was talking about us, or they'd seen us on Instagram or social media. So every little bit counts, and you just gotta. I just noticed like you gotta keep going. You gotta just keep.
So
going.
what's your goal? Because I asked you, right? I think because first of all, like really good cheesecake and really good branding. Because it really has, like I can see, like really has a huge potential to not just for one location, but multiple locations, like even potential like become, national brand. Is that your goal?
So actually, like when I was first starting, like really just first starting in 2022, before I started the farmers markets, I went on like a nationwide tour basically where I drove around.
Did you?
The country. And I stopped at every stop. I would stop with family, and I would bake cheesecakes there. And I was trying to like kind of test out the markets a little bit and see like where they like cheesecake and but also just have fun and drive around the country.
Where'd you go?
So man, first stop LA. Love LA, man. I would love to.
So was it a food truck?
What?
Food truck?
No. So I was just at my van.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I was in the Lexus. I took the Lexus really right when I bought it.
That's cool.
And I filled it up to the brim with like cream cheese and sour cream. And
do you want to have it a little closer?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Closer?
Yeah, closer.
And then, So yeah, I filled it up with my whole truck with cheesecake equipment and everything I needed. And then first stop was LA. I visited my brother. So I visited family and friends wherever I went throughout the country. And visited
They're in LA?
We said what?
They're in LA?
My brother was in LA at the time. Now he moved back up to the Bay,
Okay.
but he was in LA at the time. He works at a hospital, and I brought cheesecakes there. And then LA is really popping on the food scene. Like, they're really popping. And actually, I really like the whole, like, not just the cheesecakes, but barbecue and latkes and cheesecake, because it's just like a crazy combination.
That's an interesting combination, really.
It's a really crazy combination, and it's all just my favorite comfort foods and like fun celebration foods, basically.
I feel like because cheesecake, I feel like everyone loves cheesecake, right? Cake. It's not like sushi, because sushi is like very niche, right? Because that's one thing I noticed about my business. That the more I do it, more I realize it's really niche market, right? Especially like for this type of omakase set course kind of concept. It doesn't do well everywhere. It has a specific niche, but cheesecake, I mean, you go anywhere and people love cheesecake.
Well, it's crazy because in a lot of different places, like I try to find out what's the word for cheesecake in different languages, but in a lot of places they just say cheesecake.
They just say cheesecake.
They just say cheesecake.
Even in Japanese, we say cheesecake.
They just say cheesecake, and I think it's so awesome that they just
I think I saw your
the yabai
actually.
Oh, the what?
That's written in Japanese, no?
Yep, the yabai right here on. So basically, we have a couple logos now.
That's funny.
All right, so actually my friend, he did this design right here, which is basically like based on this Super Mario video game. I didn't mean to say that. It's not based on anything. I'm just playing, but yeah. So we did the Super Cheesecake World design, and then there was this. He made this cheesecake for the design, and I've kind of been rolling with this logo a lot right now, because
it's kind of like a Mario, right?
Yeah, I like it because it promotes the cheesecake, and it's not just my face on it. So some people, they don't want to rock my face on the merch. So this is more like more people will rock this on the merchandise and also the other designs. So.
But do you sell those merch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we sell these. We have zip-up jackets and hoodies. But yeah, then my friend, he threw the yabai on there. My friend who designed the logo, he's actually Filipino and Japanese.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So
that's really nice.
He threw the yabai on the back. So this logo right here is really cool. It says Super Cheesecake World. It has the cheesecakes on it, and then he's holding a spoon and a whisk, and then it says yabai right there.
I like that. So I can get that too, the hat?
We sold out of these hats. I'm waiting on the next shipments of hats.
Nice.
It's gonna take a while.
Super. So you can get that at the
we got merch all day. We got baseball jerseys, tie-dye t-shirts.
Really?
We got t-shirts. I got hella kid clothes. I was sometimes I just give them away like, oh, you got a cat? Go ahead, take it, just put it on the cat.
Who designed the website?
My website, my sister-in-law designed my website. So originally I had built my own website, and then, man, I'm not gonna lie, like I've never, it's not been my strong suit, online sales.
Yeah, but I think it's very unique, because I looked at your website. It's not a lot of images, but instead like you have a lot of characters like letters, but it's like it represents your brand. It's very unique, even the design. I can see those details.
Yeah, my sister-in-law built it. She's really cool. Shout out Tanya. Thank you. Yeah, she built my website. Oh, yeah, she's really cool. She's really cool, and she helped me a lot on that one. Because actually, I didn't have a website for like a year almost, and people always complain. They're like, "Where's your website? Because I don't know. I always just focus on the in-person reactions and the wholesale and the other stuff, and I need to focus on the website.
Why didn't you take like online orders? Are you taking it?
Ah, man, because I do like the online orders sometimes, but then sometimes you get locked into those flavors, and then, all right, so I will only like to sell the flavors that we always carry online. New York style cookies and cream, ube, and then
just
like
do chef's choice.
Mango.
Just do chef's choice.
Oh, chef's choice?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I should do. 'Cause I just like to make whatever I like to make, and then I want people to enjoy it. You know what I mean? And people do enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because I'm always keep changing the flavors and coming out with new stuff, and I get to just use whatever ingredients I see at the market.
And give them like good price or something, right?
You said what?
Give them a good price because it's chef's choice. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, basically, eventually, it would be cool to have online, like a more like where people could order online. I used to be able to buy like merch online. I would send some merch a little bit over the country and stuff, but mostly I haven't focused on the online sales.
Yeah.
I've not.
Yeah,
Someday,
I feel like you prioritize the in-person experience. You know,
I do, because I want people to come into the restaurant. Like we don't even do DoorDash or Grubhub or no delivery.
I mean, that's
services.
smart. That's smart.
Because they're gonna take so much of the percentage. Like I'd rather just build a catering business.
Yeah,
and I can get 100% of the money.
No, you're 100% right.
You know what I mean?
That way you can build the relationship with your clients. Kind of take out, kind of remove that experience. That in-person experience.
I do not like how the culture is shifting that way to everybody just ordering food from DoorDash. I don't like adding the middleman in there.
Yeah.
I don't like, and then they get cold food, they blame it on you. French fries missing, they blame it on you.
So what's your vision? Do you wanna take this national?
Oh yeah. So basically, I was. So the World Cheesecake Tour. Actually, that wasn't a World Cheesecake Tour. The National Cheesecake Tour, where I visited family and friends. First stop LA. Next stop I went to Arizona. I loved Phoenix, Arizona. It's really nice out there. My uncle live out there, stayed with them. Then I went to actually New Orleans. I went straight from Arizona to New Orleans. So I did this whole journey in 10 days.
Did you drive there?
I drove. Some of these drives were like 20-hour drive. It was a 25-hour drive from Phoenix to New Orleans.
So did you cook there, right?
Yeah, so then in New Orleans, I baked more cheesecake. My friend lived in New Orleans at the time.
You are crazy. That's why it's called Crazy Block.
Yeah, so I went to Houston, but all the barbecue places were closed because it was a Sunday. I was going to stay there overnight, and I was like, nah, I'm just going to keep on going to New Orleans. So I went to New Orleans. Funny. Man, I was actually wearing like similar fit to like, I had a t-shirt and some shorts on, and I went to New Orleans and it was like 40, 50 degrees. It was January. I thought the South was going to be warm. Like in my head, like the South is hella hot in the South. No, it was hecka cold in the South. It was like 34 degrees in West Texas when I was in Texas. Man, I love Texas actually too. I would love to open.
You drove to Texas too?
Yes, I drove all the way through Texas. That took like 20 hours almost driving from. When you drive across Texas, it's like the straight desert. But
that's insane.
So I drove all the way through Texas. I went to New Orleans. Then I went straight from New Orleans to Virginia. My grandma lived in Virginia. So I visited my grandma, not my cheesecake grandma, but my other side grandma. My cheesecake grandma lived in Alameda, but my other side grandma, she lived in Virginia. So my mom's from Virginia. So that's also why we sell like barbecue and a lot of Southern dishes is because that's what I grew up eating.
Is your grandma still around?
Both my grandmas passed away last year.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. My grandma was 99. So
99.
Yeah, she almost made it to 100, but we had a really big 99th birthday party for her, like a big family reunion.
So what was your favorite city out of all these?
Man, New York City.
New York City. Wait, so you drove to New York City?
Yeah, so after Virginia, I went to Philadelphia. Then I have family in Philadelphia.
And you still have to go back.
I went to Philadelphia, and then I stayed with family. I love Philadelphia, too. It's really a small, walkable, bikeable city. And then I went to New York City. When you go to New York City, it's like, man, it's crazy. Like, you're driving through and you think you're looking at New York City and you're looking at like Jersey City or something like that. And then you get to New York City and it looks like 100 San Franciscos. And you're like, wow, San Francisco's like a fishing village compared to New York City.
So how many days did this take you in total?
It took 10 days, but I took 2 extra days in Montana. So it took 12 days.
10 days? You fit
10,000 miles.
10 days?
10,000 miles.
So from California to like all the way to LA and then just go around
and then back.
The East Coast and back?
And back.
10 days?
10 days. But I took 2 extra days in Montana, so it took 12 days actually. It took 12 days.
Really? I thought you were going to say like a month or something.
No. So I went to New York City and I visited my friend in New York City and man, I love New York City. Then I also...
You said 10,000 miles? How many miles? Wow.
About 1,000 miles a day. Average.
That's crazy.
There was a lot of like...
1,000 miles.
The longest drive was... I think Arizona to, there was 3 really long drives. Arizona to New Orleans was 25 hours. Then Chicago to Montana was also like 20 hours.
Only Lexus can pull this off.
Only Lexus. Dude, Lexus are so reliable, man. Like that thing, it didn't even murmur the whole trip.
That's insane.
But it was crazy too, because when I went from Brooklyn to Chicago, I made a bad decision because I was like, oh, there's a storm coming through. Let me leave now so I can avoid the storm. Drove headfirst into the storm, and it was like snowing and like blizzarding. And it's an all-wheel drive car, but it's not meant for like just driving in a blizzard. So I pulled over on the side of the road at a rest stop for a couple hours, and then got back to it.
You deserve to have this name, Crazy Block, because you are definitely crazy.
Man, so after New York City, which is my favorite, I would love to open in New York City someday. They love cheesecake in New York City. Man, it's like a real city. Like,
So when you go to these cities, right, how do you find these people to sell to?
Oh, so basically, I was just staying with my family, and honestly, I was selling a little cheesecake, but mostly I was giving it away, like to my family and friends and stuff like that. But I did
like
sell a
that.
couple. I sold a cheesecake to the taxi driver in New York City. He ended up being a huge fan. Like, he texted me when I was in Chicago. He's like, "That's the best cheesecake I ever had." Like, so I I was just really just gauging it. And wherever I would go, any restaurant I would stop at, I would give him some cheesecake.
Very, very entrepreneurial.
Yeah, so because I really want to see like where in the country is showing the most love for the cheesecake. And actually, the South, they have a lot less dietary restrictions. They eat a lot more desserts, and they don't really have a very good variety of desserts. Like they do, but
like Texas,
Texas,
yeah,
there's not a lot of New York style cheesecake.
Sorry, which part of Texas again?
Like, do I want to open it or
no? Which part of Texas did you go to?
Well, I drove all the way from El Paso through like the 10, so it took me through a bunch of cities.
Like Houston and Austin, Texas.
Nah, it doesn't go to Austin. I haven't been to Austin. That would be dope though. I think I also took another trip to Dallas because the smoker I got is from Dallas. There's a company out there that builds the smokers.
I'm sure they make really good brisket.
Oh man, the brisket in Texas is great. Every corner there's like 2 barbecue spots. The first place I went to like an arcade bar, like the first night I was there in Dallas, and they were selling like tacos for like $1 brisket tacos on like it was Taco Tuesday, but like, man, it was like $1 for a like really nice smoked brisket taco with like a fresh tortilla.
Yeah,
like $1.
Really?
Gas was $1.69. Brisket is $2.50 a pound. It's half the price as it is out here.
So out of all these trips that you made to multiple cities, did you have any issue with your car or no?
Not one issue.
Really?
Not one issue with the car.
That's crazy.
Not one issue. I still have never had an
maybe
issue
like
with the Lexus.
oil change. Did you?
10,000
miles.
No, I did an oil change when I got back. I went 10,000 miles with no oil change. Synthetic. You'll be okay. The Lexus.
You're right. Actually, it goes over probably around 10,000 miles.
Yeah. I mean, I changed it every 5,000 miles, but I was driving all around. And so then Chicago was really fun. Actually, I have family in Chicago, so I went there. And actually, people are a lot friendlier in the South, too, is what I noticed. In the North, people are more grumpy, and it's cold. It's January in Chicago. Like, you're not going to be as happy as, like, you know what I mean, when it's warm and sunny outside.
But this was winter?
This was January.
Okay.
End of January, beginning of February. And then Montana, my brother lives in Montana, so I spent 2 days there. We went snowboarding. We went to a lot of local places.
Did you go by yourself?
Did I what?
Did you drive by yourself?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
And I would just eat like a lot of munchies and snacks the whole time I was driving to stay awake. Just eat hella potatoes.
So it's like what, like 15 hours drive every day? Like 12 hours every day?
It would be basically like a 20-hour drive, and then it would be like a 10-hour drive or a 5-hour, 6-hour drive. So like every drive was different. Here to LA, 6 hours. Then actually I went straight to Phoenix after I went to LA. So that was like an 18, 20 hour
Do you like
drive.
driving?
I love driving.
Yeah.
Well, especially when you're in a Lexus.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I had just bought the car too. I had just got the car. And I was like,
are you still driving that?
I'm still driving that.
How many miles do you have on it?
Not even that many, actually. I think I have 140, around 145 now.
It's going to go to like 250 easy, 250,000.
Oh, yeah, that thing will just keep going forever. It'll keep going as long as you want it to. Yeah, like my last 4 cars, it was the Lexus, the Toyota Sequoia. Before that, I had 2 Camrys.
So you're a fan of Japanese cars?
Toyota Lexus all day, man. Then I had a LS 430 before that. So I think 5 Japanese cars in a row.
Yeah, Lexus is amazing.
Man.
Yeah. Cool, man.
It's nothing like driving in a Lexus. Yeah, I want to open all over the nation and maybe even all over the world someday. My head baker, he wants to open a store in India. So he's from India. He wants to open a store out there. So I don't know though. I want to make sure that as I'm expanding, I'm doing it thoughtfully and doing it at a pace that we can keep quality high. You know what I mean?
Do you have those systems in place or people in place that can?
Man, we're figuring it out one day at a time, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm living life for the first time, as my friend says. So, you know what I mean? That's why it's
Are you good at hiring people?
I've found some really good team members, some really strong workers, man. Like some people I can really rely on. And my team is really strong. But, of course, sometimes you hire people and it doesn't work out.
Yeah. Those are part-time? Oh, you said full-time. You said you
I
have
have
three
three
full-time
full-time
workers.
people, yeah, and then everybody else is mostly part-time. But yeah, they're like, man, they're like really, you gotta love the food, you know what I mean? You gotta love food if you want to be like a good chef.
Yeah, that's non-negotiable. Like, you know,
Yeah.
working in the industry, you have to love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No
like,
questions.
I have the three people who are full-time are the cheesecake baker, the main like chef doing the preparation, and then the fry cook who also makes all the latkes, and yeah, those are the three full-time people.
What's then? Which city is next? If I
had to pick another city, man, I would love honestly San Jose or San Francisco is my second.
Okay.
But my plan, like the map, would be LA and then Phoenix and then like probably Dallas, and then man, like they love cheesecake in the South. I would open in Virginia Beach, New York City, man.
I feel like there are not many like cheesecake. Now that I think about it, there are not many.
Yeah, like the Cheesecake Shop is one of the most famous places because they're in strip malls all over the country. You know what I mean? So Cheesecake Factory is this huge.
Sure, Cheesecake Factory is a huge thing.
I've actually never been to Cheesecake Factory. It's crazy. Like I have tried their cheesecake before, you know, but ours is a different cheesecake for sure. And like
they make like all kind of food, right?
yeah, they also sell like all types of American
Like
food,
spaghetti
like
and like
bar food and diner food and just American food basically.
Yeah. I mean, you can. I mean, you don't have to like follow what Cheesecake Factory is doing, but that could also be a potential business. For you.
We're gonna keep selling the barbecue and latkes everywhere we go, man. I love introducing people to latkes, and everybody loves barbecue like how everybody loves cheesecake, but they love barbecue even more than they love cheesecake.
Like, do
sometimes.
you have any stories or example where you originally started with one idea, but it turned out to be different idea actually works the best? Because like in my business case, there are a lot. Like I originally started with like yacht and sushi dining, right? But it turned out that a lot of customers actually want us to go to their own home, and that's kind of like our core business right now, right? So do you have any?
Man, so many times I thought I made the right decision, and then I ended up thinking, oh no, there's a better way to do this. Yeah. So when I first started, I thought I was gonna get rich making these little mini like bite-sized cheesecakes. Then you can just eat a bite-sized cheesecake. But it ends up being more work to make a bite-sized cheesecake than it is to make a medium, because you got to go like this. You know what I mean? So like, it's just so much work. And actually, the profit margin's way higher on the bite-sized cheesecakes because it's this much ingredients.
And then more,
but it's because
cost.
It's so much work and so much labor. It's just. So then we mini size. I went with mini size, which is. It's 8 times bigger than the bite size that I was making. But it's a good portion for one person, 4 ounces. And then another time that happened, I thought also it was going to be a really good business idea to sell to local liquor stores. Because, like, you know, I've been going to liquor stores and candy stores my whole life. I love candy. And
selling cheesecakes to liquor store?
So I was selling cheesecakes. I know a lot of liquor store owners. So I was selling them to local liquor stores. I forgot to even tell that part, but yeah. When I first started, I was selling to a lot of local liquor stores and smoke shops and stuff like that. And then people don't go to those stores for cheesecake. You know what I mean? They're going for smoke supplies. So it wasn't really the best. Like, and they wanted to keep them frozen so that they could sell them for a long period of time without it going bad. And I was like, I don't want my cheesecake to be frozen, really.
I mean, you can sell it to like local grocery stores. Can you?
Yeah, so we sell to Berkeley Bowl, which is like one of the...
you're doing it?
You know about Berkeley Bowl?
Yeah, I know, of course.
It's one of my favorite stores in the whole world. Like,
so they sell your cheesecake?
Yeah, so we've been selling cheesecake there for the last year, both locations. I just was there earlier today. It's really cool, too, because sometimes I'll just go get like a case of collard greens or a case of cabbage or whatever else I need over there whenever I'm dropping off the cheesecakes. So that's been like really good for us selling at Berkeley Bowl, because then we make 2 deliveries there every week also.
So you have the wholesale, right? You have the wholesale to Abraya, and then Berkeley Bowl, and then your restaurant operation, right? And a catering too?
Yeah, so we cater like weddings and birthdays and all those sorts of things. And I definitely I want to get more into catering.
How's your business doing overall?
Overall, it's doing really good. Like we're making a lot of sales. Like we're getting a lot of customers, and most importantly of all is the people are leaving happy. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I have a question. So maybe after Valentine's, like right now it's May, right? March, April. Did you see any ups and downs in business?
Oh yeah, I mean every year so for us, it's actually been getting better every March March has been getting better. Like it's been getting less slow and less slow. But January is always the slowest, and February is slow too after Valentine's and everything. But
Because I asked you that because because of whatever's happening in White House this year.
Oh
Yeah.
Man.
I ask every restaurant owner this question.
I think people have been tighter with money for sure.
Yeah,
I think people have definitely been tighter with money, and I'm just trying to counter that honestly by like controlling portion size and offering specials and things like that. Actually, this week we're gonna hit them with a half plate, so you can just get one side and a smaller portion of meat for like $10. You know what I mean? And for chicken, $15.
You gotta be creative, right?
Yeah, find out what the people want. So I want to offer both. Always, that's how I want to do it. Is you know what I mean? Have two options for people. So we're gonna have the big old platter with lamb and chicken brisket, lamb, salmon, cornbread, mac and cheese, collard greens, and that'll feed two people, and it's like $45. And then we'll also offer like a small portion for somebody who just wants a quick lunch or a quick bite. And like a lot of our menu items are like $3, like $3 for a small side of mac and cheese, $3 for a latke, small portion. You know what I mean? So you can sell a lot more sales, get more people coming in, more foot traffic.
It's very smart that you're doing like multiple streams of business income, because you have the wholesale, you have the restaurant, you have the catering, and right.
Yeah, it's like a whole symbiotic relationship where they all help each other out.
Yeah.
The farmers markets, they help bring people into the restaurant.
Yeah.
The restaurant, it'll help also like basically the restaurant gets business from people going to Berkeley Bowl, from people from Abaraya, from the farmers markets, and then
it kind of compounds, over time.
Yeah, and then also people coming into the restaurant will help out the catering, and that'll help out also everything basically.
I feel like that's the way to go. Like especially like these days in restaurant industry, it's really just hard to just rely on the one stream of income.
Oh man, no, it's really been a blessing to just keep on pushing on all fronts, because sometimes it'll be slow at the restaurant and the farmers market will be really busy. Really busy at whatever event, so it'll balance out.
That happens to us all the time too. Like sometimes the restaurant is not as strong, but we have like offsite events and yacht events going. You know?
That's what it's all about, man. Just multiple, little bit of diversification.
Yeah.
Diversification. So I would love to be all over the country, and then man, I'm trying to be all over the world, man. I want to open in Japan. I want to open in Europe, in China, Africa, Hawaii. I'm trying to go to Hawaii first. That'll be the first off the mainland.
You have to pick one.
I know. That's why I dream so big, so we always gotta still go one step at a time.
But you say LA, right? If you
LA would be the next step. It would be LA.
LA is fun. Southern California is really different energy.
So actually, you have multiple locations too. So how did you do it when you were in LA? Are you still in LA and Miami and stuff like that? Or?
Orange County, Orange County, and in Florida right now, I'm shifting my focus from Miami to Palm Beach. I just came back from Palm Beach this Sunday.
Man, how do you like Florida and LA compared to the Bay?
Florida is, every city is different, so I cannot really say in general how Florida is, but compared to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, they're all different. Personally, I love Palm Beach. Palm Beach is where the money is.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very nice. The city is very, very strict.
Oh.
Kind of similar to Newport Beach, but it's way more exclusive.
Whoa.
Way more focused.
Yeah.
I think there are number of billionaires that have the house there.
Whoa.
In Palm Beach. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I love Florida too. I would love to open in Florida.
I think for you, Cheesecake.
No, I'm gonna go to somewhere like Orlando or Boca Raton. Actually, I have family in Boca Raton.
I think Boca. Yeah, I still
have family.
Oh,
there.
Really?
Yeah, I have family there. So
yeah, it's like a small town.
Man, my cousin, he got the coolest place ever.
Really?
In his backyard is a canal that there's water running through it. He has a boat back there, and he fishes. So he has all types of swordfish and crazy marlins and stuff like that, barracuda, all that stuff.
I feel like you do well in Orange County.
Orange County? So what is that, Orlando, or where's Orange? Oh, you mean in LA?
Yeah, Southern California. So Newport Beach, Huntington Beach, Irvine, Santa Ana. I think Newport, around, even Laguna Beach.
Yeah, I would love to open in, honestly, near downtown LA. I know it sounds crazy, but actually my favorite place in LA was they have a Japantown out there in LA, right?
Yeah, they do.
The Japantown is hella cool in LA. I really liked it out there. That's where also they had hella shoe stores out there, and then they have that really cool shopping mall, and then it's really close to downtown also. Yeah, I would love to be in LA, man. They're real foodies out there. They got so many different types of food.
Yeah. More definitely more competitions, but I think more demand too.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I'm thinking like they need some latkes out there, because latkes, like Jewish delis do sell latkes, but a lot of them, well,
There are
mostly
many Jewish
latkes,
people
they
in
don't
LA.
sell them year round.
Yeah.
Some of them do sell them year round, but like Jewish delis do, but they're never like a barbecue place. And then we're gonna have to cheesecakes too. Man, I can't wait to be in LA. Nah, but Florida would be awesome too. Like Florida gives me California vibes a little bit, but like Southern California vibes. Like it's really sunny out there.
A little bit, yeah.
It's different. It's because it's like the South mixed with that.
Yeah, like a little bit of Southern American. So yeah, that's what one thing you need to kind of be aware of, because Miami or even like Fort Lauderdale is highly influenced by South American. So so in terms of like demographics that prefer certain types of food, I had to adjust my food to more like a Peruvian Japanese or like South American Japanese, right? Because they have different palate.
Well, it's funny because actually my latke chef, she's from Nicaragua, but she lived in Miami, and she already knew what latkes were because there's a big Jewish population in Miami.
I'm sure there is.
So I would love to be in Miami would be a hit. Like I've never actually been to Miami.
You're
I've only been to Boca Raton.
Yeah, there are many. I have a few friends that live in Miami that are Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their communities are super tight. Like super tight. Yeah. I don't know about here in the Bay Area, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. We've been getting a lot of support from the neighborhood, from Jewish communities, from also from like Muslim people and Black people have been pulling up a lot. Like really all races. It's been honestly, we get a lot of support from like a really diverse crowd, which is really nice.
Oakland, yeah. It's pretty diverse city.
Yeah. So like I'm really appreciative of that, and like I love to like bring people together with the cheesecakes. Excuse me, because like everybody loves cheesecake, all different cultures, and that's one of the main things I really try to promote about the cheesecakes. Like, you know, like that's why I do all these flavors from all over the world. Like last year we did World Cheesecake Tour Part 1 and 2, where we could do a different country or region, and we do flavors from that region, so that we can introduce people to new flavors. And I think like if you're eating somebody's food, like how you gonna hate that person or that like group of people? And we just need more like peace and understanding amongst everybody. So
sure.
I know it's like cheesecake, but I'm gonna still try to introduce people to new flavors and
stuff.
Hey,
I mean, food is just like, you know, like one tool to connect people. Like that's how I look at it too. You know, it's just a tool to kind of connect with.
It's like how we communicate a lot is like with food. So I already know like that's how we express ourselves. So like, man, I'm not gonna lie, like you knocked me out the water when those are some of the best sushi I ever had. We were doing a photo shoot in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
And it was like great, like mind blowing plates. Like the plating, just the plating was so amazing. Like man, that's inspiring. That's really like what we like to do is inspire people, right? So we want to inspire other people to follow their dreams and stuff like that. So we try as hard as we can to do what we do.
Good old days. Can we kind of know our roots? You know, like where we come from, right? Because you saw me how we were cooking out of Alameda kitchen, and I saw you were also doing the same. Yeah. Now we have a restaurant.
Man.
So, where can people find you?
Lakeshore Avenue. We got the address on the back of the shirt. I'm not gonna show y'all, but we're at 3355 Lakeshore Avenue. It's right next to Lake Merritt in Oakland. Really nice neighborhood. There's a free parking garage.
Oh, you're next to that lake?
We're right near Lake Merritt. Okay. It's a really nice spot. We have a gigantic 30-foot tall Goku mural in the restaurant. What? And we have also like Pikachu and a bunch of...
You said Goku?
Like, Goku. Yeah, there's Goku throwing up a spirit bomb. It's like
Dragon Ball?
Yeah. It's like almost 30 feet tall. My friend did the mural, spray paint.
You're really obsessed with these things. Yeah.
And then on the outside, we got a Mario mural or like a Super Cheesecake World mural. And then we just threw a Bugs Bunny and the Powerpuff Girls, if you know about them. And then we're just going to keep on doing crazy stuff. So
crazy block. Thanks for coming in. And what's the Instagram?
Crazy Block Cheesecakes on Instagram. Crazy Block Cheesecakes on TikTok.
Oh, so you do have TikTok. Okay,
yep. Cool. Crazy Block Cheesecakes is the name of our restaurant. We got barbecue, latkes, and cheesecake. So it's funny because we got the barbecue and latkes, like a big sign in the front. And people thought that was our name because we didn't have the Crazy Block Cheesecakes upper sign. So people just like say barbecue latkes, but it's a long story. That's another story for another day. Thank you so much for having me,
this has
though,
been
man.
great,
It's been a
man.
huge pleasure.
Yeah.